To start this off, there are 0 bear, moose, or elk where I lived at the time. Background info. At the time I was around 12 or 14, and I was with my friend who I'll call Kayla. We planned on going on a picnic in her pastures. As we walked up a smaller hill, Kayla pushed me to the ground and whispered, "Do you see that?" At least 20 or so feet away was a tall creature. It stood on 4 thin limbs and its head was narrow, similar to a horse or a deer. It was completely black. I couldn't make out features, but it had a mane like a lion, but it seemed flat and coarse. The mane-like fur ran along its back, stopping near the rear. It had no tail. Here's a side note, all of the cattle were moved to a completely different area, nowhere near this one. No other livestock animals were in those pastures, but this thing was just staring off. Suddenly my friend stood up and made a beeline for the exit that was at least 2 miles away. I didn't hesitate to follow her. We finally stopped near the latched fence that lead to her house and looked back. We had a pretty good view of the hill it stood on. It was slowly walking back into the trees. This still gives me chills. This content was provided by Angelo Tricarico.